Good day, everyone. This is Daniel Pilarta, and once again, we will be dealing on the subject of sin for the continuation of what we've been studying. Nasa spiritual death na tayo, and this is episode number 36. So, according to Maastricht, once again, i-define niya na rito yung meaning no, ng spiritual death in its detail. And please bear with me, meron kasi tayong i-build dito ng some theological frameworks when it comes to the study of this particular death, which we call spiritual deaths. Okay, let us discover it, no? Moreover, sabi ni Maastricht that the spiritual death is a spiritual impotence arising from the privation or loss or depravity of original righteousness for spiritually accomplishing spiritual good, conjoined with spiritual slavery. Take note of the succeeding statements dito, no? So, maintindihan natin, no, kung ano ba yung real meaning of spiritual death. May nakikita na tayo ritong spiritual impotence, no? Deprivation of original righteousness. Tapos meron ditong spiritual slavery. To continue, it is an impotence or powerlessness for just as life resulting from union consists in a state of actuality by which a living being can operate by itself. So death consists in impotence or inability. Nevertheless, it is not just any impotence, but a spiritual impotence. So, plain and simple, yung spiritual death is spiritual inability or spiritual impotence. Tutuloy natin, no? Para mas maunawaan natin, no? For in spiritual death, man retains his natural power. Take note of man retains his natural power of understanding, willing, and operating. That is what we call man's free choice. Though he becomes devoid of spiritual power. Okay? Furthermore, it is spiritual impotence, again, not for every kind of good, natural, civil, and moral, but for spiritual and saving good. Good that accompanies salvation, taken from Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. At least that he might do it spiritually in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. So, yun daw spiritual death, although it is spiritually has its inability o meron siyang sinasabi, tinatawag na spiritual impotence, no? Spiritually, wala siyang kakayanan na gumawa ng mga bagay patungkol sa mga spiritual na bagay, lalo't-lalo na doon sa mga spiritual things na pertaining doon sa redemption or salvation o saving grace, no, na kanyang dapat na makamit, no, in his life, no, at least, no, sa kanyang buhay dito sa mundong ito ating ginagalawan. So, meron naman siyang kakayanan, sabi ni Timmy Maastricht, na gumawa ng ibang mga bagay na maganda, seemingly good things like yung natural things. Pwede siyang makagawa din siya ng mga mabubuting bagay when it comes to obeying, no, the civil authorities and some form of moral, no, obligations. But meron siyang spiritual impotence when it comes to doing good that accompanies his salvation. Okay? So, at least that he might do it spiritually, again, in 1 Corinthians 2:14, nor at last is it only an impotence for spiritual good, but one conjoined with spiritual slavery. No, talaga yung spiritual death ay meron talagang spiritual slavery, no? May gapos, may talikala, no? So, pag sinabing slave or slavery, no? Ikaw ay walang kalayaan, no? Na gumawa ng mga spiritual things that would pertains to your salvation. Palalaman natin kung bakit, no? So, Colossians chapter 1, verse 13, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 19, John chapter 8, verse 34. A slavery, I say, sabi ni Maastricht. Number 1 is to sin. Same passages above. through which man is such a captive under sin that he does not have the power of rising above it. So yun daw na tao, yung makasalanan, a particular person or sinner who has its spiritual death, no, upon himself, captive under sin with spiritual slavery, does not have the power of rising above such slavery. So hindi niya kaya, no, mapagtagumpayan yung kanyang pagkakagapos sa kanyang sarili, no, kakayanan. So, syempre, alam naman natin na only God, no, can help him or that particular person, no, under the influence of that spiritual deadness. Okay? So sa Romans, makikita yan, chapter 6, verses 16 and 17, saka sa Romans chapter 6, verses 19 to 20. Second, meron siyang spiritual slavery to the world, sa mundong kanyang ginagalawan, Philippians chapter 3 verse 19, 1 John chapter 4 verse 5, saka sa verse 11, saka sa verses 15 up to 16 ng 1 John chapter 4, through which he is exposed to every kind of stimulus to evil that is found in this world, no? And finally, number 3, to the devil, in Ephesians chapter 2 verse 2, 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 26, through which slavery is handed over to the power of the devil, no, by which he efficaciously operates in men, and with respect to them obtains authority of death. The devil, the ruler of this present evil world, no, nandun siya, no, may influence siya ng because of his spiritual slavery, by virtue of his spiritual death. No, siya is slave to sin, slave to the operation and power of this world, and slave to the devil who has authority over death. The devil, the ruler, and the ruler of this present evil world, this present evil system of this world. Okay? Acts chapter 26, verse 18, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. John 12:31, Ephesians 6:12, Hebrews 2:14. Most of these things we have already mentioned in the chapter on original sin. Okay? So, sa susunod na part natin, pag-aaralan natin yung theological frameworks na sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, yung regarding human choice and human will, or rather human choice or human will. Meron tanong dito, no, si Maastricht, is it free or enslaved? So, kasi i-discuss sa atin dito ni Maastricht sa kanyang libro na yung nature of free choice. Ano ba ang connection nito doon sa spiritual death ng ating subject na sa pagpapatuloy ng ating pag-aaral? May connection sila, very much related sila from one another, because yung a person's choice or human choice or human will ng isang tao ay malalaman natin in connection to his spiritual death status, no, yung kanyang spiritual deadness, no, yung magkakaroon niya ng spiritual death or yung separation niya sa ating Panginoong Diyos. So ano ba yung meron siyang kinalaman doon, no, sa kanyang pagpili, no, as a human being, sa kanyang will, no, yung will of intellect, no, and among other things, no, that pertains to a particular person. So malalaman natin, no, ano ba yung kinalaman ng kanyang human choice or human will sa kanyang pagkakaroon ng spiritual deadness. Okay? Is his human will free or being enslaved? Okay? So yung pati nature ng free choice malalaman. So we will be ending our episode 36, and we will continue on episode number 37 for the continuation of our study. Thank you so much, and to God alone, once again, be all the glory. And God bless everybody, and see you for our next meeting.